What's up, y'all? This is your good friend and your brother in the Lord Jesus Christ, the truth. And you're watching Soundcheck, the music and faith collide.
Ourselves on this one. Yes, sir. I hope y'all ready. Here we go. One, two, three.
I literally had no intention on rapping. I grew up in a Christian home. So what I had been exposed to was primarily what was then considered Christian contemporary music, which was the whinings, commission. Well, Shirley Caesar, she was never considered contemporary, but it was that type of stuff. It was gospel music and black gospel music and Christian contemporary music at the time. So growing up in that environment, I never really had an appetite for hip hop at all. However, I saw aspects of the culture cool. So, you know, even back in the day, just like the two-tone jeans and, you know, cross colors, and I mean, all of that stuff was still that aspect of it was attractive to me, and it was considered cool in the culture. So I liked that part of it. I used to go over to my aunt's house and sit in my cousin's room, and my cousin basically he wasn't saved, so he just used to have secular rap blasting all through the house, and I used to try to vicariously live through him. And eventually, I sort of just got to a place as I got older and matured, where I really didn't care for it at all. I didn't even like it as a musical genre. Like, it wasn't even a preference as a genre. I had grown to love the stuff that my mom and dad had raised me on. And then one day, I was in the kitchen actually making fun of some rappers. And while we were doing that, we were both saying to ourselves, yo, I sound kind of good doing this. But we didn't express it to each other, so he went home that night. As soon as he left the house, I ran in my basement and started writing my first Christian rap, right? And I remember my first few lines with something like, I diggity did what David did when he dissed the devil, like bam, bam, like pebbles, I dig holes with shovels. It was real corny, but those were my first, like, few lines. So he ran home and he did the same thing. He started writing a Christian rap. I called him like, yo, I just wrote my first Christian rap. He said, yo, me too. And from that point forward, we formed a group called The Chosen One. We did our first ministry event at the church that we were attending at the time. I did the entire thing like this with my eyes closed. I was so nervous. And I guess providentially, God rigged it so that people would like us that night. And the phone started ringing off the hook. Before you know, we were doing shows in Philly, and then Philly, Jersey, then Philly, Jersey, Delaware. And 13 years later, here we are.
I mean, the guys need an all picture of what not to be.
It's hard to say because I didn't plan any of this.
Don't stop clapping your hands, come on. Don't stop clapping your hands. Don't stop clapping your hands, come on. Don't stop clapping your hands. Don't stop clapping your hands, come on. Don't stop clapping your hands. Don't stop clapping your hands. Hey, hey, hey. Watch me now. Watch me now. Somebody, anybody, everybody. God bless you. God bless you, Impact. God bless. Love you.